Prime Minister Narendra Modi placed floral tributes at the Statue of Unity on the occasion of National Unity Day. Takes part in Ekta Divas Parade. Says unity displayed by 130 crore Indians towards COVID warriors is a perfect tribute to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Says India is fully ready to protect its sovereignty and integrity, and we are continuously strengthening our borders. The Prime Minister expresses concern over how some people have come out in support of terrorism. Points out that no one can ever get benefited from terrorism and violence. Also calls on the international community to unite against the growing threat of terrorism. Prime Minister Modi hits out at the opposition for indulging in politics after Pulwama terror attack. Says when the whole nation was saddened by the loss of its brave sons, some parties were busy displaying their utter selfishness and arrogance. Asserts recent statements made in Parliament of the neighbouring country have now brought out the truth. The PM interacts with civil services officer trainees at Missouri through video conferencing from Kevadia. Says serving citizens of the country is the highest duty of a civil servant. Exhorts young officers to take decisions in nation's interest and strengthen the unity and integrity of the country. Also inaugurates water aerodrome and seaplane service. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Union Home Minister Amit Shah pay tributes to Iron Man Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel on his 145th birth anniversary. The Home Minister administers pledge of unity to all countrymen. Campaigning gears up for remaining two phases of the Bihar Assembly elections. Political parties leave no stone unturned in wooing voters. 94 constituencies spread over 17 districts will go to polls on the 3rd of November in the second phase. And India continues to witness significant success in its fight against COVID-19 pandemic. Active cases stand below 6 lakh for the second consecutive day, with recovery rate going past 91%. Cases rise in West Bengal, Delhi and Kerala. Decision to extend restrictions under Section 144 in 12 districts of Kerala till the 15th of November. Namaskar, you're with the latest here on DD India and DD News. I'm Gautam Roy. Well, today is the 145th birth anniversary of Iron Man Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and we get you all the reports related to that. On the occasion of the Sardar's 145th birth anniversary, Prime Minister Narendra Modi took the salute of the parade, signifying the message of an undivided India at a ceremony held in Gujarat. The day is celebrated as National Unity Day. The parade saw drills and performances by CRPF, CISF, Police and NDRF, including CRPF's Women Battalion.
सत्यनिष्ठा से शपथ लेता हूं कि
Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the nation on Rashtriya Ekta Divas, administered the Unity Pledge.
और सुरक्षा को बनाए रखने के लिए स्वयं को समर्पित करूंगा।
On display was the glory of valor of our police and central armed forces, encapsulating the spirit of a united India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi took the salute at the Ekta Divas parade.
रूप धरने वाली।
CRPF's women commandos were the highlight of the parade, showcasing women power that protects and nurtures India. CRPF's 6th Battalion is the first women battalion from India to be part of the UN peacekeeping forces. These brave ambassadors of the country displayed their coordinated precision.
सरदार पटेल की दृढ़ इच्छा शक्ति व दूरदर्शिता से प्रेरित
53 flag bearers, some of whom have been decorated with the president's colors, also participated in the parade.
संक्षिप्त प्रस्तुति के साथ उपस्थित हैं। CISF केंद्रीय सशस्त्र बल के रूप में स्वयं
CRPF's battalions protecting our borders, be it from snowy peaks of Jammu and Kashmir to the deserts of Rajasthan, also showcase their valor.
चोटियां, राजस्थान के रेगिस्तान, विशेष आकर्षण का केंद्र रहने वाला सीमा सुरक्षा बल का
A contingent of camel-mounted soldiers of the Indian Border Security Force won the hearts of those present at the Ekta Parade ceremony with their regal display.
बल के रण बांकुरे
Color and music at the cultural extravaganza beautifully captured the spirit of unity in diversity.
कुछ ही क्षणों में यहाँ पर इस आसमान में होंगे। ये जैगवार लड़ाकू विमान है जो स्ट्राइकर प्लेन्स हैं। स्टैच्यू की ओर देख सकते हैं, ये जैगवार फाइटर एयरक्राफ्ट।
Echoes of Bharat Mata Ki Jai are perhaps the best tribute to Iron Man Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel on his 145th birth anniversary.
At the Ekta Divas parade, CRPF's women warriors epitomized Nari Shakti that protects unity of the nation at all costs. On display was the valor of police and paramilitary forces from across the nation. Saluting the first Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister of India, Sardar Patel, Prime Minister's message at the Ekta Divas parade was clear. United we stand, divided we fall.
Sudhakar Das for DD India, Kevadia, Gujarat.
And commandos were the highlight of the parade, showcasing women power that protects and nurtures India. CRPF 6th Battalion is the first women's battalion from India to be part of the UN peacekeeping forces. These brave ambassadors of the country displayed their coordinated precision.
सीमाओं पर भी भारत की नजर और नजरिया अब बदल गए।
This is the self-confidence of the new India, a resolve to meet every challenge that makes the enemy kneel. And the main source of inspiration behind this new India is Iron Man Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. On the 145th birth anniversary of Sardar Patel, standing under the Statue of Unity, Prime Minister Narendra Modi pledged to make an India of Patel's dreams. Referring to the Pulwama attack, he recalled the pain that the nation endured. He hit out at the opportunistic politics that was played over national security.
पिछले दिनों पड़ोसी देश से जो खबरें आई है, जिस प्रकार वहां की संसद में सत्य स्वीकारा गया है, उसने इन लोगों के असली चेहरों को देश के सामने ला दिया है। अपने निहित स्वार्थ के लिए, राजनीतिक स्वार्थ के लिए ये लोग किस हद तक जा सकते हैं?
Be it the surgical strike or the air strike, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has proved that India has the might to defeat ill intentions of those from across the borders. But for PM Modi, the real concern is the negative politics over national security.
The Prime Minister described self-reliance as a prerequisite for a secure and developed nation.
आज का भारत सीमाओं पर सैकड़ों किलोमीटर लंबी सड़कें बना रहा है। अपनी संप्रभुता और सम्मान की रक्षा के लिए आज का भारत पूरी तरह सज्ज है, प्रतिबद्ध है, कटिबद्ध है।
Terming terrorism as the biggest curse for humanity, PM Modi said India has borne the brunt of this inhumanity and has always given a befitting reply.
आज के माहौल में दुनिया के सभी देशों को, सभी सरकारों को, सभी पंथों को आतंकवाद के खिलाफ एकजुट होने की सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत है।
On the occasion of the birth anniversary of the Iron Man, who unified an India which was scattered among hundreds of princely states after independence, PM Modi said that Kashmir is now writing a new chapter in history through its progress.
आर्टिकल 370 हटने के बाद कश्मीर ने समावेश का 1 साल पूरा किया। 31 अक्टूबर को ही, आज से 1 साल पहले ये कार्यरत हुआ था। कश्मीर के विकास में जो बाधाएं आ रही थी उन्हें पीछे छोड़कर अब कश्मीर विकास के नए मार्ग पर बढ़ चुका है।
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is India's motto and diversity our strength. We are unbeatable if we are one. On the occasion of the birth anniversary of Sardar Patel, PM Modi called upon 130 crore countrymen to build a new India that is self-reliant, empowered, capable, prosperous and equal with limitless possibilities. Bureau Report, DD India.
And Prime Minister Modi also inaugurated water aerodrome at Kevadia and also the seaplane service connecting the Statue of Unity in Kevadia with Sabarmati riverfront in Ahmedabad. These are part of a series of water aerodromes being planned to bring the last mile connectivity to a lot of pay areas which have less connectivity. The PM took a ride on the seaplane from Kevadia to Ahmedabad as well. He also inaugurated a water aerodrome at the Sabarmati riverfront in Ahmedabad. Seaplanes have the ability to land and take off from water, and then they offer access to areas that do not have landing strips or runways. Thus, it can help in connecting geographies and regions that have challenges owing to their topography and bring the remotest parts of the country into the mainstream aviation network without the high cost of building airports and runways.
सरदार सरोवर से साबरमती रिवर फ्रंट तक सरदार साहब के दर्शन के लिए, स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी को देखने के लिए देशवासियों को अब सी प्लेन सर्विस का भी विकल्प मिलेगा।
And speaking on the seaplane service, Union Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri expressed his delight as he said that the service got almost 1,500 bookings even during the times of pandemic, which has come as a ray of hope for those associated. Let's hear him as he speaks to our correspondent Vishal Biristo.
It's a big day not only for Kevadia and Gujarat but the whole country, and we are all looking forward to this service, and I have with me Minister Puri. Let's talk to him. Sir, we were all expecting, and today the dream has been realized.
First of all, it's a matter of great pride, great satisfaction that one of the Honorable Prime Minister's projects which he has personally invested so much. But this is in a class apart. I was there with the Honorable Prime Minister last night, and if you see that, it's seeing is believing. I mean, this is really true. But we have been able to materialize this connectivity by the seaplane, and I think it's a very auspicious beginning. This will be start of a process. Beginning, there will be only 4 flights.
This service has started when the festive season is starting, and the world is fighting the pandemic. So how much positivity will it bring? Because we are all looking for...
In spite of the pandemic, he has, I think, 1,500 requests for seats.
So there you heard the minister. He says that this service will definitely bring positivity and also a ray of hope for the tourism industry. Vishal Beristo, DD News, Kevadia.
And we're taking a short break at this point, and then after that we have more on what the PM had to say about trainee officers in Dehradun. Stay tuned.
भारत पोलियो मुक्त है, पर दुनिया नहीं। ये वायरस दोबारा देश के अंदर प्रवेश कर सकता है। इसलिए जन्म से लेकर के 5 साल तक हर बार अपने बच्चे को पोलियो की खुराक दिलवाई।
राष्ट्रीय पोलियो चक्र 1 नवंबर 2020।
2 बूंद हर बार, जीत रहे बरकरार।
पक्की होगी बुनियादें तो हंसे हिंदुस्तान होगा। पहले करो शुरुआत करो, करो तो पक्की बात करो। पहले करो शुरुआत करो, करो तो पक्की।
वंडर सीमेंट, एक परफेक्ट शुरुआत।
Welcome back. You're getting the latest right here on DD India and DD News, and let's tell you further about what happened through the day as far as the Prime Minister's program is concerned. But later, Prime Minister Modi interacted with officer trainees of the Indian Civil Services at LBS NAA Mussoorie through a video conference from Kevadia in Gujarat. The event was a part of the Integrated Foundation course Arambh, launched for the first time in 2019. After witnessing presentations made by the officer trainees in his address, the Prime Minister urged the probationers to follow Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's philosophy of serving the citizens of the country being the highest duty of a civil servant. He added that Sardar Patel called civil servants the steel frame of the country, who should not merely focus on managing the daily affairs, but in working for the progress of the nation. He said it becomes all the more important in crisis situations.
स्टील फ्रेम का काम सिर्फ आधार देना, सिर्फ चली आ रही व्यवस्थाओं को संभालना ही नहीं होता है। स्टील फ्रेम का काम देश को यह एहसास दिलाना भी होता है कि बड़े से बड़ा संकट हो या फिर बड़े से बड़े बदलाव, आप एक ताकत बनकर देश को आगे बढ़ाने में अपना दायित्व निभाएंगे। आप एक फैसिलिटेटर की तरह सफलतापूर्वक अपने दायित्वों को पूरा करेंगे।
And the PM also remarked that unlike in the past, now modern approaches in training of human resources is being emphasized in the country. He also remarked that Integrated Foundation course Arambh is not just a beginning, but also a symbol of a new tradition.
देश में नए परिवर्तन के लिए, नए लक्ष्यों की प्राप्ति के लिए नए मार्ग और नए तौर तरीके अपनाने के लिए बहुत बड़ी भूमिका ट्रेनिंग की होती है, स्किल सेट के डेवलपमेंट की होती है। देश में ह्यूमन रिसोर्स की सही और आधुनिक ट्रेनिंग पर भी बहुत जोर दिया जा रहा है। आपने खुद भी देखा है कि कैसे बीते 2-3 वर्षों में ही सिविल सर्वेंट्स की ट्रेनिंग का स्वरूप बहुत बदल गया है। मिशन कर्मयोगी कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग की दिशा में अपनी तरह का एक नया प्रयोग है।
And the PM further said that the people are not just the receiver of government's policies, programs, but are the real driving force as well.
शीर्ष से नहीं चलती है। नीतियां जिस जनता के लिए हैं, उनका समावेश बहुत जरूरी है। जनता केवल सरकार की नीतियों की, प्रोग्राम्स की रिसीवर नहीं है, जनता जनार्दन ही असली ड्राइविंग फोर्स है। इसलिए हमें गवर्नमेंट से गवर्नेंस की तरफ बढ़ने की जरूरत है।
And the PM also said that we have to balance rules and roles both equally.
आप सभी जिस बड़े और लंबे सफर पर निकल रहे हैं, उसमें रूल्स का बहुत योगदान है, लेकिन इसके साथ ही आपको रोल पर भी बहुत ज्यादा फोकस करना है। रूल एंड रोल लगातार संघर्ष चलेगा, लगातार तनाव आएगा। रूल्स का अपना महत्व है, रोल की अपनी महत्वपूर्ण जिम्मेवारी है। इन दोनों का बैलेंस, यही तो आपके लिए टाइट रोप पर चलने वाला खेल है।
Also on the occasion of National Unity Day, President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Home Minister Amit Shah and Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal paid tributes to Sardar Patel at Patel Chowk in the national capital.
And here, Honorable President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind ji, paying floral tribute to Sardar Patel. Jayanti ke समारोह में Vice President of India offering floral tribute to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित करते हुए
And after paying these tributes, Home Minister Amit Shah administered the oath of National Unity Day to the people present at the ceremony.
मैं सत्यनिष्ठा से शपथ लेता हूँ कि मैं राष्ट्र की एकता, अखंडता और सुरक्षा को बनाए रखने के लिए स्वयं को समर्पित करूंगा और अपने देशवासियों के बीच यह संदेश फैलाने का भी भरसक प्रयत्न करूंगा। मैं ये शपथ अपने देश की एकता की भावना से ले रहा हूं, जिसे सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल की दूरदर्शिता एवं कार्यों द्वारा संभव बनाया जा सका। अपने देश की आंतरिक सुरक्षा सुनिश्चित करने के लिए अपना योगदान करने का भी सत्यनिष्ठा से मैं संकल्प करता हूं।
A significant pledge on a very important and memorable day. We're taking a quick break now. We'll get you all the updates related to the COVID-19 pandemic in the country and the world in just a bit. Stay tuned.
भारत पोलियो मुक्त है, पर दुनिया नहीं। ये वायरस दोबारा देश के अंदर प्रवेश कर सकता है। इसलिए जन्म से लेकर के 5 साल तक हर बार अपने बच्चे को पोलियो की खुराक दिलवाई।
राष्ट्रीय पोलियो चक्र 1 नवंबर 2020।
2 बूंद हर बार, जीत रहे बरकरार।
Welcome back. Now in Bihar, the campaigning for the second phase of assembly elections will be coming to an end tomorrow evening. In the second phase, 94 constituencies spread over 17 districts will go to polls on the 3rd of November. Leaders of various political parties, including the NDA and Grand Alliance, are leaving no stone unturned to woo voters. While addressing an election rally in Sonpur, BJP National President JP Nadda attacked the Mahagathbandhan and its leader on their history of corruption and administrative failure in controlling crime in the state.
लालू जी के साथ लड़ा था कि नहीं लड़ा? महागठबंधन बना था कि नहीं बना था? क्यों टूटा? इसलिए टूटा क्योंकि नीतीश जी समझ गए कि मेरा सुशासन इन कुशासन वालों के साथ नहीं चल सकता है। और इनका क्या हाल है? रस्सी जल गई, बल नहीं गया।
And let's now take a look at the update on COVID-19 pandemic from across the country. Well, 59,454 recoveries have been recorded yesterday, taking the cumulative total of recovered patients to 74,32,829. With this, the recovery rate currently stands at 91.34%. India's three-pronged strategy of test, trace and treat is proving to be a success. The fatality rate has dropped to 1.49%. The number of active COVID-19 cases in the country stands at 5,82,649, which is 7.16% of the total cases reported so far. And according to the Indian Council of Medical Research, a total of 10,87,96,064 samples have been tested for COVID-19 so far. Of those, 10,67,976 samples were tested just yesterday. Now in Kerala, a decision has been taken in 12 districts to extend the restrictions under Section 144 of the CRPC till the 15th of November. These districts include Trivandrum and Kozhikode. Remaining 2 districts in Kerala may decide today on the extension of the restrictions under Section 144. In Tamil Nadu, Governor Banwarilal Purohit has given his assent to the unanimously passed bill on 7.5% quota and admission to medical colleges for state government school students who qualify in the compulsory national entrance test NEET. Though the Tamil Nadu Assembly had passed the bill in September, Governor Purohit's last week's reply to Leader of Opposition M.K. Stalin stated he would require 3 to 4 weeks to decide on the bill. The newly enacted law clears the decks for around 300 NEET qualified government school students, largely from marginalized and underprivileged families, to secure admission in medical colleges, private and state-run, from this academic year itself. And let's now take an update on the COVID-19 pandemic from across the world as well. As of now, over 4 crore 60 lakh coronavirus cases have been reported worldwide, with over 11,95,000 deaths. Over 3 crore 33 lakh people have recovered from the virus so far. The US continues to top the list among worst hit by the pandemic so far, with the highest number of infections. The US has over 93 lakh 18,000 cases of coronavirus, with a death toll surging past 2 lakh 35,000. And that's all we could pack in at the moment, but the latest continues right here on DD India and DD News. Stay tuned.